Welcome to this look at some cracking new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Strap in, people. It's Tuesday the 31st of January. We've got some new mods and we've got some updates. The updates are the map Frankenmuth Farming map by Taylor Farms has had an update that does say it does not need a new save game. The map European Countryside by Zero Oito has had an update that doesn't say whether it does or doesn't need an update. The Komatsu Valmet 911.4 by Vectorman. The White FieldBoss Series 3 by Julian F Modding. The update to that is console release. We'll have a look at it in a moment. The International Farmhouse M by EY Modding. The Record Trailers Pack by Belgian 3DM has had an update. The update to that is console release. We'll have a look at those. They're right in front of us. The MUK 402 by Agra Modding, Rick Black Label TWD Modding. And the Rudolph DK280RA by Keeler Modding, Rick Black Label TWD Modding. The Fuel Refinery by Zodelzocht and the Stationary Wood Chipper, also by Zodelzocht, have all had updates. So, the Record Trailers Pack by Belgian 3DM. Should be Record, I would think. Is it French? I think it might be. 87.79 megabytes download. There are 5 in this pack. Starting at this end here, we've got the KMR 2400L Evo++, 14 slots. We've got the TPN 30, 12 slots. We've got the S1900, 15 slots. That one is a silage, like forage trailer, so it will only do forage type crops, grass, hay, straw, wood chips, chaff, and silage. Then we've got 2 manure spreaders. We've got the EMR 1600 Evo++, 17 slots. And then we've got this one here, the VS 6000 Evo++, 11 slots. That one says it does 24 metre spread. That one says it does a 12. We're going to double check those and give them a bit of a run out in just a moment. So, nicely made, nicely detailed. I do like these dump trailers. I don't know why, there's always something about them. I think it's very, very cool. So, you'll find them, or the first ones at least, under trailers. So, the KMR 2400L Evo slot count comes down to 1. Options on this, we've got a capacity of 29,190 or 34,340. In both capacities, they will take all crop types, so that's fine. And we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, Vredestein, and back again. No options within any of those. Design standard or with ladder at the front. Main colour, anything on that palette there. Wow, that looks almost like a black. This is dark green. You can just about see in the light there, the dark green on that. Rim colour, any one of those 3. And a license plate option 2. If we come on to the TPN 30, slot count also comes down to 1. We've got Michelin, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, back to Michelin. Again, no tyre choices within those. Design standard, with ladder, with enhances. I suppose stop stuff coming out the front and going into your windows, your back, your neck, whatever it might be. Or both. Main colour choices. On this one, we've got the dark green, but also got a yellow on the end, which is why I chose it. And the rim colour, same options. And a license plate. Then the S1900 slot count also comes down to 1. This one's got a, I didn't actually sound that one, sorry. Capacity on that one, 16,200. Capacity on this one, 42,300. This is the one that is forage type crops. We've got Vredestein, Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Mitas, back to Vredestein. And a Trelleborg, we've got that and that. And under Michelin, we've got that and that as tyre choices and a license plate option 2. If we come out of there and we go down to our muck spreaders, manure spreaders. Out on the end, the EMR 1600 Evo. Slot count comes down to 1. 17,700 litre capacity. Vredestein, BKT, Trelleborg. That's it, Vredestein, BKT, Trelleborg, yeah. And Trelleborg, we've got the T404 and the twin radial. Rim colour, same choices. License plate option 2. And then if we come to the VS 6000 Evo, slot count comes down to 1 on that one. 14,100 litre capacity. We've got wheel setup standard or standard 2. I'll show you choices on those. So, let's grab a tractor. We'll have a look at the unload animations, and then we'll have a look at the muck spreaders. The first one says 24 metres, the second one says 12, so we'll give that a go. This does have steering axles, this one, as you can just see there. We do have the option of tip side back, tip side grain door. Actually, not a bad tip speed on that. Cool. The dump trailer doesn't have a grain door option. It's just a dump trailer. Actually, is it this one or the first couple? I think it might be this one and the next one have got rear work lights, as you can see. They're not reverse lights, they're rear work lights, which is pretty cool. Unload, again. Nice speed on the unload. Steering axles too. This one, being a silage trailer, if you're going to be loading up to it from a forage harvester, has got the option here at the front of raising and lowering the little gate thing on the front, so it can spray into there a lot easier. This one has got rear work lights as well, there you go. High level lights as well on that one. No tip on that one. Move to the muck spreaders. I'm going to do it over the ploughed field. I'm going to start with the 12,000, the 12 metre one. This one's pretty cool. When you turn the lights on, it's got the lights down the side, out to the width of the tyres. Unfold, like that. That looks about 12 to me. One thing I did notice when I drove out with this and filled it up, it felt like it was going to tip over quite easily. It seems a little bit better now. I don't know what it was that was causing it. But when I turned, it was a little bit of movement on it. We can activate double application rate on these. I mean, I always say that on the mod reviews. I haven't come across many muck spreaders or slurry spreaders that don't have that option. I think it's probably easier in future just say if they don't have the option to say, but so this one should do double the spread width. This one unfolds a little bit differently. Safety bar comes up as well. There we go. That's definitely double the width. That's it. The Record Trailers Pack by Belgian 3DM. Moving on from there, so that was an update today, being console release. So the second update today, being console release, is the White FieldBoss Series 3 by Julian F modding. 17.01 megabytes download, 17 slots on console. It's a lovely looking tractor as well. Bossing it. So this you'll find under medium tractors. There we go, 26,300. That's all for the base model, and this goes up to 170 horsepower as well. So we've got 125, 150, 170 horsepower. 170 horsepower version only 31,800. That's a bargain. So we got the option of Continental, Lizard. So the first set of Lizards is the four-wheel drive, and then second set of Lizards back to two-wheel drive. Vredestein, oh no, we started off on Continental, sorry. Trelleborg, BKT, then back to Continentals. And the Continental, that makes more sense. Right. Ploughing setup, does that to the side. Wide dual row crops, slim dual row crops, back to single. So Continental's got the most tyre options on it. Lizard, four-wheel drive. Lizard, two-wheel drive. So from there, we're on to Vredestein. Trelleborg, we kind of did, didn't we? BKT. I have to say, I do like the dual wider tyres. That looks pretty impressive, doesn't it? And then we're back to the Continentals. Cab configuration. We've got a GPS terminal on the roof. We can have that. Sprayer terminal inside. You can have GPS and sprayer terminal. You can have a beacon with GPS, beacon with sprayer terminal, or all three together if you want. Exterior configuration, we've got straight pipe with side mirror on there. You've got a chromed pipe with the side mirror. We've then got truck mirrors with the standard pipe, truck mirrors with the straight chrome pipe. We've then got stolen Case IH mirrors, again with the chrome pipe, or back to standard. Then we got exterior attachment, front loader attacher, quick Hauer, and then at the front we've got £330 weight, 550, 770, 990, 1210 or off. Those are the choices and options available on the white. Let's start it up. I love it. Even the battery and battery box under there, neat and tidy. So we do have... Oh, we don't. Which one was I thinking of? There's no doors or windows open on this. Lights. Beacon, if you've gone for the beacon option. Horn. Interior. Very cool in here, I have to say. With those truck mirrors, you have to look right back to the sides to see them. But it's very cool. Fantastic mod. That's the white FieldBoss Series 3 by Julian F Modding. We're going to use this in a moment. So, next on the mods, we've got these. The Farmhouse Pack by DMI 20mm Normandy, 5.84 megabytes download, 15 slots and 14 slots, 100,000 and 150,000 to buy. You can't go into these buildings. The triggers are here on the outside. And on this one, just over here. This is the older version house, being that it's cheaper, and that's the newer, more modern version. There's no wardrobe triggers on these, just the sleep triggers. Find them under build mode and farmhouses. Slot counts come down to 1 on both of them. So what I say were 15 and 14, both come down to 1. For those, the Farmhouse Pack by DMI 20mm Normandy. Let's go and grab the tractor again, because the next mod is a plow. The Unia Atlas by FS22. It's 2.88 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, 2 meters wide. We'll use the FieldBoss to pull it. It's just over here. As with most plows, we do have the option to create fields if we wish. There we go. This you'll find under Tools and Plows. 4,500, 90 horsepower required. Slot count comes down from 3 to 1. It'll run at 7 miles an hour. We get the option of main colour of grey, the green, or the red. Drop it down. Two meters wide ploughing. Like I said, we have got the option top left, allow create fields if you want to create your own fields or extend ones you've already got. Very nice indeed. That's the Unia Atlas by FS22, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, and this is why I said at the start, buckle in. This is the TLX Phoenix Winter Wolf by 82 Studio. Packed with options, as you might expect. 74.14 megabytes download. The base vehicle is 23 slots. We then have an optional salt spreader on the back you can go for. There's a fertilizer and lime unit you can go for, and then there's the V plow on the front as well. So if you want to use it for a proper winter vehicle for moving snow and that kind of stuff, and salt spreading and stuff while you go, everything is here you might need, including these fantastic chain tyres. This one, there's also 3 height options That's on the highest setting, that's on the medium setting, that's on the standard low setting. As you can see, I've gone for a variety of different options. These ones are called mining tyres, and I have to say, I really, really like these. Sounds brilliant. Like I say, there's a ton of options to look at. I'm going to miss something. I always do. If you have got the Platinum DLC, you've got the option for the winch/rope. You can have front or rear or both. That one's got the rear winch on it and the front one. If you don't have the winch option on the rear, you get this section here with the tyre and the air intake and stuff like that. As you can see a little bit clearer on this one. If you don't have the backs on them, then you get a fifth wheel for pulling regular trailers. We'll talk about the options and then we'll start them up. But they do look amazing. So, under trucks, out on the end, 128,282 for the base model. When you look at the standard TLX Phoenix and look at the Winter Wolf, you can already see the difference between them. It's a much more aggressive stance, more chunky, and just looks brilliant. So, we've got the TLX Winter Wolf, 882 horsepower, no slouch. But you can have the Winter Wolf X at 1,590 horsepower. Craziness. We've then got wheel brands of Nokian, Lizard, Lizard Forestry, Michelin, Mudding, Swamp, Snow, back to Nokian. Under Nokian, it's just that tyre choice. Under Lizard, we've got Winter Wolf, Heavy Duty, Trilex Style Black. Under Lizard Forestry, we've got the Mining. I love this. The Mining or the Wide, which gives you a wider tyre on the rear. So you've got double twins on the back at the moment. Or a Wide, which is just, yeah, love it. Michelin, Winter Wolf, hang on. Michelin, Winter Wolf, Heavy Duty, Trilex Style Black. Mudding, same thing. Swamp, same options. Snow, we've got chains. That's it. I'm going to leave it on chains for the moment because that will change with some of the options as we move further down. Now, as with a lot of the lorries and stuff from 82 Studio, we've got special editions. So that's your standard. We've got a silver bullet, which chromes up all the metal parts. We've got a black bell, which makes them all black. We've got the sad bell. We've got the copperhead, which changes it all to copper. And then we've got the Winter Wolf Special Edition, which has got that winter cam. But then we've also got this, the Forest Wolf. This kind of forestry. It looks amazing. The Forest Wolf. And then back to standard. So there's special editions. Under visors, we've got standard, custom, custom painted. We've got bow tie painted, back to standard. Strobe lights, we've got standard. We've got X strobes on the front grille or V strobes on the front grille. We've got chassis height, so that's the standard. Height 1, height 2, back to standard. Lighting, it says no, and then visors. The only thing I could see that was different was a slight difference in the light bar, but I couldn't tell you because when I turned, I've got one of each and I couldn't see any difference. Anyway, mirrors, we've got standard like that. Additional on the front, design 1. Additional at the front 2. Back to standard. We've got US style single exhaust, US style double, Canadian style single, Canadian style double. So if I go for the double, for example, same options on all of those, but we've got stock, straight with flappers, straight angled, stacks high. Then we've got angled 30, 45, 70 degree, then angled high, zoom out a little bit more, angled high at 30, 45 or 70 degree angle, back to stock. Then we've got winch no, rear, as I said, it changes that from the air intake and tyre to that whole winch rig setup. Front, which puts on the front, or both. Like I say, that's shown to be available if you've got the Platinum expansion DLC. The main colour, as always with 82 Studio mods, a ton of options. It's on the orange at the moment. Let's say, for example, we'll go through the options on the green. So we've got standard green, kind of like a gloss paint. Well, actually, that's sand. It says sand. That's the gloss. That's new age, more of a satiny, and then the aged, so a little bit older. Design colour, all the bits at the moment that are orange will change to whatever design colour you go for. Let's go for something that stands out, like that. Rim colour, anything on this. Now, if you've got the chains on, this will change that as well. So if I go for orange, for example, it will do the rims and the chains. So if you've gone for chain tyres and you want to change your rims, it will do both the rims and the chains. So you might want to go for the metallic options up the top. Again, you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. There are a few, including the copper and stuff like that. Or you don't have to have the chained options at all. And then we've got license plate option as well. So that's the main vehicle. If we then come down to winter equipment, out on the end there, we've got the TLX heavy duty V plow, 11 grand. I didn't write down what the stock count was. It's not very much. The other two are only 5, so it's not going to be very much at all. We've got main colour, does the bits at the moment that are black, turn blue. And then design colour does the plough blade itself, like so. So you can mix and match. Then you've got the salt spreading unit. So you've got the Winter Wolf. Now, be careful with this. If you've gone for just the Winter Wolf, as I've just got, with the, and that comes with the 5th wheel, if you want these to attach to that vehicle, you want the Winter Wolf option. If you go for 5th wheel attacher, that will attach to other vehicles with a long enough wheelbase, but it will attach via the 5th wheel. You've then got an option to adjust it backwards and forwards where you want it to sit. I tried it with the 5th wheel attacher onto the Winter Wolf vehicle that I just bought, and it flipped the whole vehicle over. So if you've got the Winter Wolf and you want to put the Winter Wolf backs on, you want it set on Winter Wolf. If you've got a different vehicle, possibly one of the other TLX lorries or a lorry with a long enough wheelbase that it will attach, you want the 5th wheel attacher. Just so you're aware of that. So we've got design no with reflectors. We've got beacons. We've got an orange beacon. Where did it put it? Oh, on the side there. Got orange beacons, green beacons, or off. I think I went with one of each, I think. Then we've got capacity 6,000 litres. This is the same on the salt spreader as it is on the fertiliser and lime unit, or unreal capacity 150,000 litres. I think I went for one of each. Main colour, again, same options as the previous, so you can mix and match with whatever you've got on the back of. Design colour, the bits on there, the sides sort of tank bits, we can change those. Let's go for that. Does those, then the license plate option on there too. So that's the V plough and the salt spreading unit. And if we go up to fertilising spreaders, so this does fertiliser and lime. Exactly the same options as the previous one, just that it does fertiliser and lime. So like I say, Winter Wolf or 5th wheel attacher, design reflectors, beacons, orange, green or off, capacity 6,000 or 150,000, main colour, design colour, license plate option on there too. Let's hop in and start this up. Now, get ready if you've got small children or animals that are easily frightened. Love it. Lights, beacons. This one I went for the X lights. You can see those strobes flashing on there. The next one I think I went for the V. Now on the back, sounds brilliant. You can't turn the Jake brake off on this one, I've noticed. But if I want to disconnect, we'll do that. Disconnect. As you can see, we've still got the 5th wheel. Now this does the same as the TLX mods usually do. It does have a trailer hitch and stuff on there. If you back up to whichever vehicle it's going to, the trailer hitch will appear. It's got a PTO on there as well. The rear, if you've got the Platinum DLC, rear winch on there. Front winch if you've got it, which I have around there, but we'll see that in just a moment. The plough, if I switch to that. So we've got adjustment off. Let's move that to this side so you can see a little bit better. That's better. So R1 and right stick side to side does that side, up and down does that side. So we can bring it right the way forward or right the way back. So you can have it dead straight if you want to, or if you want to, you can swing it one side or the other, and we can raise and lower it as well. Or we can bring the whole lot all the way back. And have it as the V plough. It's entirely up to you. If we disconnect that, You'll see the winch on the front. If you've got it attached, you can use it. And we come to here now. I've got to remember all these. We're on control group truck 1, truck 2. So on truck 1, let's go inside. I'm pretty sure L1 and right stick up and down does the door. It does have an animation anyway. If I get out now, it does have the animation. But on control group truck 1, if I now go L1, R1 and right stick up and down, it does the windows. It does both at the same time. You can wind the windows up and down. Like so. Dashboard, I say interactive, but got all the various different lights and things on the dashboard. And then what was the next ones I must forget? Then we go control group. Oh yeah, mirrors. Adjustable mirrors. L1 and right stick side to side. L1 and right stick up and down. Adjustable mirrors on there too. So as I said before, that has got the X cross strobes. Salt spreader. Now one said 24 metres and one said 12. And then I'm sure when I went to check on it, they both said 12. I'm not sure it's going to let me spread this salt because I haven't got any snow or anything, but this 150,000 litre capacity I've got on it, I don't think it will. That's 12, that's not 24. So that's spreading out to 12 metres. I just love the aggressive, just the stance of it and the look of it. I just think it's absolutely fantastic. So that one's on the highest setting for suspension. Suspension can't be adjusted once you've, and obviously you can take it to a toolbox and adjust it. So this one's got the fertiliser and lime spreader. Haven't got a winch or anything on this one. I went a bit more standard, but I did go for the mining wide, I think, on this. Oh no, I did go for mining wide. No, I've got Jules on it. I thought I'd go for the wides. This one I think I went for the V, there we go. The V strobes on there. This got 6,000 litres of fertiliser in it. I think this will spread to 12 metres as well then. Or unless it will surprise me and go out to... yeah, that's 24. Okay, so it was the other way around. The other one I meant to say actually, as I was just showing, you probably saw on the menu, top left. The other one with the salt spreader, you have got the option to change the spread width down from 12 metres. Sorry, it's just got the same one. That's genius move. Yeah. So I can go from 12 to 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, back to 12. So the salt's 12, the fertiliser and lime spreader's 24. Start back up again. And do the same with that. Can disconnect it like so. Still has the fifth wheel. Didn't go for the what's the word? Winches on this one. But it has the same options for the mirrors, the windows up and down, that kind of thing as well. And then the last one is the lowest setting off for the suspension. Big chunky stacks on this one as well though, so we can properly roll coal. Look at that. And that's it for the mods for Tuesday the 31st of January. That's the TLX Phoenix Winter Wolf by 82 Studio. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.